This is our second Easter in the midst of the pandemic. In many ways, it feels like we have been stuck in a very long Lent. We have been through lockdowns and restrictions. We have been isolated from our faith and personal families. We have worn masks, avoided contacts, washed our hands, and worked and schooled from home. We have lost loved ones to COVID, unable to be with them and unable to mourn with family and friends. We have been afraid.
When Jesus rose from the dead, the disciples could not quite believe it. They locked themselves into rooms. They isolated themselves from others. They were afraid. But Jesus kept showing up in their midst, in the midst of where they were, proclaiming a word of peace and sharing the good news of the resurrection in both words and deeds. This Easter, there are signs of hope and resurrection around us.
Jesus is still showing up in our midst. In some places, restrictions are easing up. In some places, group sizes have increased. Vaccinations are being delivered to healthcare workers, the elderly, and to Indigenous communities.
Healthcare workers continue to work selflessly. We met Jesus among us as we worshiped online, but now some churches are opening up with reduced capacity. Through this long Lent, and now in this joyous time of Easter, Jesus has been walking with us and has been in our midst, whether we have been isolated or gathered.
This pandemic is not yet over, but it looks like the end is in sight. Jesus will see us safely through. For this Easter good news of hope and new life, we say, Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia.